here is a long, original fairy tale for you. Let me know if you'd like it in Arabic, French, or a different tone or style. The Whispering Forest and the Four Forgotten Friends. Once upon a time, in a land hidden beyond the edge of maps, there lay a vast and magical forest called Whisperwood. The trees there could hum lullabies, the rivers giggled like children, and the moon hung low every night to listen to the forest's secrets. In a small glade at the heart of Whisperwood lived four unusual friends. Nilo, a clever fox with a coat of silver and eyes that glowed like starlight. Mira, a gentle bear who wore garlands of wildflowers and could speak to the wind. Leary, a shy owl who only came out when the stars were brightest and whose feathers shimmered like moonlight. And Tumble, a cheerful squirrel who had 1,000 hiding places and twice as many stories. These four were more than just forest dwellers. They were the guardians of the Forgotten Path, an old, secret trail that led to the heart of the world, a place called Everdeep, where the wishes of all living creatures were stored like precious seeds waiting to bloom. But the path had not been walked in over 100 years. The creatures of the world had forgotten how to wish, and Everdeep was slowly falling asleep. One autumn morning, as golden leaves danced on the breeze, a strange silence fell over the forest. Birds stopped singing, streams slowed, and the wind whispered a warning to Mira the bear. The last dream is fading. The path must be remembered, or all will be still. Alarmed, the four friends gathered by the old willow, their meeting tree. "We must find someone who still believes in wishes," said Leary, fluttering her wings. "Someone pure of heart." "But who?" asked Nilo, pacing. "No humans come to the forest anymore. They've stopped listening." "I know someone," squeaked Tumble. "A child. I saw her last spring, right at the forest's edge. She left a letter under a rock. She wrote to the trees." Excited and hopeful, the friends set off that very night. They followed the moonlight through thorny brambles, across sleepy brooks, and under spider silk bridges. At the edge of the forest stood a small cottage, where a girl named Liliat lived. She had hair the color of chestnuts and eyes like stormy skies. Elia was different. She spoke to birds and saved worms from rain puddles. Every night, she dreamed of flying. When the four friends approached her window, Elia did not scream or run. She opened her window wide and whispered, "I knew you'd come." With no time to lose, they told her of the forgotten path of Everdeep and the fading of the last dream. "I want to help," Elia said without hesitation. The next day, they began their journey back through Whisperwood, this time with Elia at their side. The forest came alive with her steps. Flowers bloomed, bees hummed, and even the silent stones seemed to cheer. But the path would not open so easily. First, they had to pass 3 trials: the trial of trust, the trial of truth, and the trial of letting go. In the trial of trust, Elia had to walk blindfolded across a bridge woven from spider silk, trusting Leary to guide her by song. In the trial of truth, she had to face a mirror that showed her greatest fear, growing up and forgetting the magic. And in the final trial, letting go, she had to plant a memory, her most cherished one, in the soil, never to see it again, so that new dreams could grow. She passed them all. At last, the forgotten path glowed golden beneath their feet. They walked until the trees grew taller than clouds, and the stars came down to rest on their shoulders. At the center of Everdeep stood a tree made of crystal and light, each branch heavy with the wishes of every living thing. Elia touched the tree, and it pulsed with color. She whispered, "Let them remember. Let them dream again." With a great sigh, the tree shimmered, and a wave of soft light rushed outward, waking the world. Birds sang new songs. Children began to draw wings and dragons once more. Grown-ups looked up at the sky and smiled for no reason. And Everdeep, once forgotten, bloomed again. As for Elia and her friends, they still visit one another. Sometimes, if you walk deep enough into the woods on a silver blue night, you might hear laughter in the leaves or catch a glimpse of silver fur. And maybe, just maybe, you'll remember how to wish. The end.